Good morning, everybody. It's Bobby from Bobby's Hobbies. Now, this is interesting. This I found in an old box. Now, this works, believe it or not, but it doesn't look right. It's got these four-wheel bogie trucks. Clearly, an engine this big, which is really lettered nicely and colored. It's dirty, whatever, but that's fine. Susquehanna should have six-wheel trucks. That's missing some details, but it runs. I don't know why the person kitbashed it like that. But I found this with no shell in the box. I'm wondering if this was the original. This runs too. If I could switch this into that, get a perfect train, and then, I don't know, this other thing. Maybe with the four wheels, you know what? Maybe you could turn it into a motorized, like one of those MU cars or Interurbans. Motorized like Pennsylvania Rail used to have. It looked like a passenger car, but it had a cab in the front. Let's see maybe what we can do. All right, well, let's see what we can accomplish here. By the way, I wasn't able to find a socket wrench miniature set, that would have like that, like a hexagonal. Like you could use this in theory, on a hex that big and use this as a screw. But I found some nice viewer told me about screws that have hexagonal inserts because they're meant to be tightened with an Allen wrench. So I can get a bunch of those screws and just twirl them. That's pretty good. And then I remembered as a kid I had some things and I found them. I'll have to show that to you another episode, which would work for tightening and loosening bolts on the sides of steam engines. Like these sorts of bolts. Sometimes they're screws, sometimes they're hexes, and you really do need that if you're going to work on those things. Now let's see here. I'm taking this off because I'm assuming this is somehow connected. We will find out. Oh, look at that. The guy got fancy. And he has a different type of screw on this side. She's still not coming out. I don't know if it's really necessary to take that out or not. See, this is an Athearn frame, but it's being held on in a different way. Confusing. It's very tight. I'm going to come back, see what's doing this. Well, we were able to pry off this wonderful snowplow and without breaking it. And what we could see here, you see it wants to move, but it doesn't want to come off. And I think it's this actual tin, brass, copper, whatever you want to call it, piece that's part of the coupler assembly that gives the coupler its spring tension. So we're going to have to try to remove this. which is oddly really pressed on tightly. It usually pops off very easily. Wow, that went flying. Fortunately, it landed in the cardboard box out of camera shot. I think it got bent. Yep. Might be able to bend it back. So my feeling is that that's what was holding it in. Yes. Ta-da! Okay. So that little thing caused all that grief. And here it is. So someone did a nice solder job in there. Let's turn some power on and double check this. I do believe it works though. And interestingly, see, these are on the same side, so this should be the same source of power. And this is a clip to the motor on this side. Should go to the frame. But a nice way to do it is just the clip on here. Either way, I'm trying to clip it on the bottom just because not working. We'll clip it on this side, and then we'll touch it on this side. That's really weird. Should be working. This is giving power to that side. Is this plugged in? Yes. How strange. That's the short side. There's no light in here. Let's check it the other way. How weird is that? How could this be a one-way short? There we go. Well, anyway, we're going to use this for something else because, oh, that's a nice truck there. Look at that truck. The same on this side? That's pretty cool. Maybe we could use this for some Pennsylvania Railroad oddball. One of those electrics. Put some wheels on the center. Now, it's a question. Can this, let's make sure this runs first before we go crazy. Wow, look how rusty that is. We may have to improve that. See, rusty and all. Oh, it's got a light. Don't you love Athearn? I mean, it's just incredible. Oh, this is a big frame. So this frame is just too darn big. Yep. If we look at this frame, which fits, yep, we could see the difference. So if we really want that to run, and we really wanted to have these trucks, we're going to have to take this assembly off, or take the trucks off anyway, pop them on this frame. So we'll have to come back and do that. But that's not a quickie project. We'll be back.